Vincent, yes, good afternoon. Hello. Yes.
Oh, hi, Michael. How are you?
Yes, yes. How are you?
Good. Thank you for sending through those very detailed notes about the next stage. It's really good to see. It's great to see that you've taken control and that you're captaining the ship.
If I can just stop you there, I haven't yet.
Yeah. Oh, well, the notes made it pretty clear that you were, and
they were merely a statement of intent.
Right. Well, there was so much nautical jargon in there. I had to look up a lot of words, but I am wearing boat shoes and have been wearing boat shoes since I got the letter, the information. I've sort of been really, sort of following a lot of the instruction there. And it's been good because my partner's been very helpful because I didn't tell you, she's actually, she's sailed all her life since she was a young person.
Oh, I see.
She was part of a sail club and she often goes sailing, so she could really relate to a lot of the terminology you were using, has helped me.
The nautical references are working for you.
Yes. Well, she's very, she loves sailors, and she always has. So she's always had that in her life.
Who doesn't?
Yes. So, I'm not that great on a boat. She thinks that I'm suited to land. I mean, I've watched her scale the mast of a tall ship like a monkey in a rainforest.
That's
She's
right.
very agile.
And getting your way up to what's that big thing at the top where you have to you watch
yes.
the thing.
Yes.
And there's a thing with. I really don't want to bore you, but before we get the session started proper.
Yes.
There's a thing that happened in Australia, in Sydney, when Captain Phillip came over.
Yes.
Because I grew up around there. This is some of my backstory, right? Captain Phillip. Oh, no, Captain Cook. That's right, because he discovered Australia, but he didn't really. Because it had already been discovered. So he turns up with this guy called I think it's Charles Botany. Some fellow called Botany. I don't know. We were taught all this at school, and I've read up on this, but it's very interesting. So there's this thing called Botany Bay, and so this is where the Captain Cook, who later got eaten by folks, cannibals in Hawaii or somewhere, I think. I don't know. It doesn't matter really for the purpose of our session, which we will start. But what happened then is he goes back to England because he was tasked with
discovering a land to send all the kind of crazy Irish folks to be imprisoned. So he goes back and says, I found this really great place. So he goes back with this fellow called Botany. Banks, that's right. It was Charles Banks, that was his name. So he goes back, and then Captain Phillip comes over with what is now known as the First Fleet. Onto what is now known as Terra Nullis, which there's all sorts of. We don't want to go into all that nonsense. That's just rubbish. Sam, stop it, Sam, stop. And so Sam, so Captain Phillip turns up at Botany Bay, which is quite close to where I grew up, and just goes, this is actually quite rubbish.
Yeah.
And so he, because, you know... this.
So he stuck an airport on it.
Eventually, yes. But what he did before that, is he sent in, well, no, because, you know, Joseph Banks, who's the, you know, and this is why Banksia, there's all these kind of, you know, flowers named after him. It was a bit of a tosser as far as some people are concerned. I wouldn't put myself in that category. But the point is, Captain Phillip sent an expeditionary ship saying, I'm not sure we can do this, even though we're under instructions. We're going to send a ship up north. And so they sent a ship up north, and they sailed, and, you know, because we're doing shipping stuff, right? And this is what you want. They send a ship up north, and they discover what is now known as Port Jackson, which is otherwise known as Sydney Harbour, which is one of the best natural harbours in the world, you know. And that they discovered by accident, and so this Captain Cook and Joseph Banks, these fellows, just kind of missed it by, you know, a few hundred kilometres or miles.
Oh, okay.
Because they didn't. But and so that's and the problem with Botany Bay, which is where they landed, it had no fresh water. It was really arid, so you couldn't grow stuff there. Had all these kind of crazy kangaroo stuffs going on, and when they came to this port, they found this really amazing natural port, which was just allowed them to dock their ships without having to, you know, get everyone off on little boats, and had fresh water, which was the tank stream.
Yes.
And there was still a thing called the Tank Stream Arcade in Sydney, and anyways, but listen, we digress, and we really should start the session proper. And and I really would like to ask you, what do you have to bring to the session today?
Well, as I sort of mentioned, I really liked all the notes you sent through. I thought nautical therapy is a good way forward because my partner could be involved, as they sort of partake in sailing on weekends that
yes.
I'm not part of.
Yes.
So it's been really good in that way, although I have developed sort of like this sort of feeling that any room I'm in, is sort of rocking back and forth.
Oh, so it's that thing of what's it called? There's a word for it. You know, it's having
seasickness.
Well, there's oh goodness, yeah. There are tablets you can take for that.
Right. Okay. And the other thing was, my partner wanted to know if I am sort of, as part of this sort of journey, am I just ballast?
Are you just ballast? Is that literally? Are they literally the words that were put to you by your partner?
Yes.
Are you just ballast?
Are you just ballast? And I'm like, well.
And were they were they in the context of therapy or just generally?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm trying to work that out.
Mm.
Maybe I am just ballast. I don't know. You need to help me with that, Michael. Am I?
Well. Look, it's not for me to answer the question, but it's for you to pose it.
Okay. Well, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I am ballast, but sometimes I feel like I can get up. I could feel like I can get up on the deck and sort of, partake.
Well, that's it. And sometimes it's a relief to be thrown overboard, right?
Yes. Yes. Well, it is. And sometimes it's good to just walk the plank.
But listen, I trust there's been no harm or self-harm.
No.
Because our time is up.
Okay. I think we should continue in this vein.
Yes.
I mean, have we exhausted the whole nautical terminology?
Oh, goodness no. It's no. I mean, the sea, the ocean. It's forever. No. God no.
Okay. Well, I think we're on to it.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Michael.
Terrific. All right.
Bye.
Cheerio. Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.